Hey YouTube, Super109 here. I got a deck profile for you guys today on t.b.d, Tengu Birdman Diva, or as I like to call it, to be determined, because that name kind of sucks, so I'll find a new name for it probably. But yeah, just so you guys know, this is not my main deck. It's just a side deck I decided to build because it looked cool and it's a lot of fun in my opinion. So yeah, it's just going to be main, no extra or anything. So let's get started. There's like 9 proxies in here, I think. But yeah, that's about it. 3 Tengus. It's just like good. I don't know, like this deck, it does have a bit of problems with like getting Tengu and drawing multiple Tengus, but you have ways to regulate that. Tengu's just gonna, I don't know, he's just amazing sync fodder. He just has a lot of combos in this deck, and this deck just doesn't completely revolve around Tengu. You can easily win the game without Tengu, so I like about this deck. 3 Birdman. So, some people are just like, Birdman has no purpose in this deck other than Tengu, but you guys are completely wrong. This card has so many other uses other than Tengu, and I'll explain them when I get to them. But he is mainly here for the Tengu, I will say that. But he's a nice tuner, and he gives you access to like the weirdest synchros, like the Gen X card that like is like a snack steal. 3 Diva and a Gilman. It's like an engine, I guess. If you need to, you can get Gilman. And Diva pretty much allows this deck to make quick Trishulas, and everyone knows Trishulas gets like completely to nuts. But yeah, pretty much, like, if you have, like, a Tengu in the field, you can just, like, summon Diva, bring out another one, Synchro 6, get another Tengu, Synchro another 6, get out the last Tengu. So pretty much you get, like, a Brionic, like, Gaia Knight or something like that, and another Tengu. So it's a pretty good combo. 3 Spies and a Guard. The reason I'm running 3 Spies and a Guard, I ran Guard because I was playtesting with Descendant, and Descendant was like be a really dead card in hand a lot. Guard you can set, and plus you can bounce it back with Birdman and reuse its effect again. It's an easy out to stuff like Shien and pretty much any synchro except for like Scrap Dragon. But yeah, and Spy is just gonna get more, so you can just go Spy, get Spy. And a really good play I like is after Spy gets another one, you bounce one back in Special Birdman, Synchro Arcanite, pop 2, set Spy again, and then you can just like get another Spy next turn. So basically, you just like +1, and you just get like more pluses afterwards. So yeah. And this is like one of the main ways that you can use your cards if you don't have the Tengu at the moment. And lots of like playing against Gravekeepers or something, and they like play Necro. It's kind of funny because they like can't get over it. 2 Reapers. I really like this card in this deck because number 1, it's mainly in here because you can do weird shenanigans where you just like pop stuff and get rid of stuff, and then Reaper can just get rid of their outs they might have, because after you bring out your Tengus and stuff, you're gonna want to keep it on the field because there's really not too much more you can do after that, unless you have the Avarice to recycle everything. So Reaper can get rid of outs in their hand. Plus it can just sit there for a while, and it's good sync fodder. And it's just not that bad of a card. 2 Caius. This card's like never dead, but I like never draw it. Like with playtesting. You've got the Spies to get it out. You've got Reapers, Tengus, fodder. And one of my favorite plays is bounce Caius for Birdman, and then sack it again for, sack the Birdman for Caius. So basically you get to reuse the Caius, which is a very nice play. Plague, because it's just good. Veiler is just Veiler. I'm just saying, I have all the proxies, it's just they're in my other deck. And I don't really feel like taking them out and putting them in here. Veiler, this is like protection for once you get your field control. You don't want to lose it. Sangan, this is the best proxy ever, I know. Pretty sad I don't have another Sangan, but it's all good. Sangan searches out for like everything in the deck that you need, except for the Tengu. Gores. It's just a backup plan, really. And yeah, I think it's 22 monsters. Alright, spells. 2 avarice. Recycles everything after you use it. Pretty helpful. 1 duality. I'm getting this, but yeah. So I was playtesting with 2. I really just like 1 better. I probably could play 2 in here if I wanted to, but I think 1 was the better number for me. It's pretty much like this deck does special a lot, but it can get stuff like Spy, it can get stuff like Caius, it can get stuff like Reaper, it can get stuff like Veiler. It can get like your key stuff to like set up your plays. And plus, if you need to, you can grab the Tengu and you don't have to go off that turn. You can go off like next turn. So yeah, duality is not a bad card for this deck. I would say that you probably should run at least 1 in this deck. You could get away with 2. I think 3 is a bit overkill though. Mind Control. This card's like a major league play starter. You just take their monster. I've done plenty of plays now where I've taken stuff like Raikos, flipped, got rid of their back row, and just like Diva to get another Diva, Synchro Armoring Arms, Synchro like whatever else. I don't know, it's kind of, you can do a lot of weird plays with Mind Control. Book. I like Book especially in this deck because you can reuse your Spies, which happens a lot, and you can also reuse Guard. But if it's not for that, then you're just gonna sit and protect yourself from your opponents like Black Rose Nuke or something. MST, it's just a good card to have. Pop Back Rose. True Nade, this deck will be very explosive, so you're going to need to be able to get rid of stuff. Darkhold and Reborn, I'll just say staples and continue on. Traps, the warnings are just warnings, you need to run them. Oppression, I like this card a lot because, number 1, you know when to use this card. You don't just use it when they go, like, make a big play. I mean, you're going to use it after you gain control, because you don't want to lock yourself down yourself. I mean, if you just know when to play this card right, I mean, if I didn't know how to play this card right in this deck, I probably just wouldn't run it anyway, but I know how to use it. After you explode, then you just use it to keep control. So, Oppression's very nice. TT, Torrential, whatever you want to call it. Yes, I don't have this either. I don't have Torrential or Sangan. Laugh all you want. But Torrential, you actually run you run what's it called, Tengu, and you run like Sangan, and you run Plague. You run some floaters in this deck. Mirror, staple, I guess. I don't know. I actually don't think Mirror is a staple anymore, but Mirror's just a nice card to have, I guess. I'm running D-Pris in this deck, just 1. It's because there's a lot of annoying monsters out there, and sometimes you want to keep your field presence out. Like, you might have a monster in the field, you might want to just be able to keep it for next turn so you can do your play. So they attack it, you can just remove it with Prison. And then T-Stun and Solemn. I was doing 2 T-Stuns before, but it's not necessary, really. I mean, 1 is all you need. So yeah, that is the deck. I guess just like comment if you want to make changes or if you think I should make any changes to the deck. And yeah, that's all. So thanks for watching, and I might try and get some dual videos up with this like next weekend at my locals, but I don't know if I can or not. But that's all. Thanks for watching, and peace.